Alright, whatever's happening with Streamlabs OBS, I have no idea. It literally renamed and changed everything that I had already set up, so I think it's now back in working order. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and switch over here. There we go. We're back. Hello there, everyone. Oh, and we've got that bug. Alright, to character selection. So, let's get this party started. As the title suggests, it's Degen hour here. I'm gonna do like a 300% grind, probably at Mirmock, and we're gonna see what random crap we can pull out of there. So let's make sure our inventory is empty. Alright. Let's head over here to good sir. Shop, make sure I don't have anything. Okay, I do need to get rid of that. And then we're off. So we need to drop that and whoops, but whatever. We'll just check those in there. All right. Let's go get our grind on. And while we do that, let's finish the morning stuff that I hadn't done yet. Moodle needs to get that received. So here's the crazy thing. I can't send crates fast enough that I make them. Because we can only send one stupid trade wagon at a time. And you can only send of these, you can only send 1,500. These, you can only send 1,050. So, quite annoying. Oh, hey, we stopped. Go figure, because that sprint thing sucks. Alright. Let's also go drop all of the energy over here. You know, there's a part of me that kind of doesn't want to do polys. I kind of want to come over here and start working on Achman. Also, I need to rectify because this wasn't done. They didn't have this. So I made the Round Sulfur Works node level 20. It does nothing. The actual node that does it is Round Sulfur Mine. So I need to go and level that up at some point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start slowly plunging into this. Because, like, if I'm going to be here, I'll work on polys during the day, but I think I'll do the big energy dump over here. Cool. All right. So we're gonna do a did Hellcrest redeem that? Is it broke? Because Aaron just redeemed that, like, not even... Yeah, I was gonna say... Aaron just hit that not, like, 2 minutes ago. I mean... He's either here or he's not on it. I would gladly share it. Aye. But that's weird. I would have... I wonder if stream reset somehow, and it's not showing that I disconnected, but it totally did, because... where am I going? Hello. Alright. 20 even outside, Nikkei? Heck yeah. Nope, we don't want you right there. Alright, so let's go take a gander, make sure there is nobody over here doing stuff and things. Alright, looks like we're free to play. So let's head over here and get the stuff set up. Alright. Next side story is a 2-week or 3-week. I want more resources. Next story is going to be a 2-week side story for Moran. Let's get over here for a second so I can set up consumables. We will run simple cron, that, and that. Since we're gonna go Degen, we might as well run these, because we're about to literally run so many expensive things, so we might as well go all out. I just need about 10,000 more CP for that. That's awesome. Alright, we're gonna have to pop one of these so I can get the, like I said, the maximum amount of degen on this. Gonna run that. Actually, are we gonna run the Velsheart? AP, L resist attack speed, cast speed. I'm basically losing the weight. Yeah, we'll run the full thing. Transfusion. Actually, don't I have an all AP crystal just chilling in here? No, I have a critical hit damage. Huh. I thought I had an AP crystal. I know where to go get them. Yep, 5 AP right there. But I don't want to go spend 250 mil on that right now. That's a lot of Caphras. That's 10 Caphras stones. Alright, so... let's do... shop. What's the drop rate at right now? 97. $187. So I only need, when I slam that J scroll, I'll only need 30. All right. So shop. And then, oh crap, I only need 20. Hold on, because I forgot I don't have, oh well, I overpaid by 10. All right, let's get her done. Whoops. I'll have to change it after this one, but we're gonna go get all the other crystals. I completely forgot to switch crystals. Oh yeah, and Agris. There we go. Okay. So I gotta be standing idle. Transfusion. Normal. Apply. There we go. Now we're running literally a maximum damage. Maximum effort, maximum damage. This will be as degen as I can go here. 320% drop rate. So the purpose of this is just to see what is the maximum I can pull out of here with a 300% drop rate. And does it matter? Do I get any different? Or am I really kind of capped for my kill speed? Or spawn speed, I should say. You eat dirt? I'm sorry. I mean, a little dirt don't hurt. A little dirt don't hurt. Birds movie? What are you talking about? What birds movie? You know, now that I think about it, I could have gone and gotten the church buff, but that would have been another 2 mil. I should have thought about that being in Calpheon this morning. You're gonna take yours to 7. Well, I mean, I put mine to 8 for the extra slot because it seems like every time I turn around, somebody's wanting the freaking resilience cube. So I was like, yeah, it's a waste, but screw it. everyone wants this darn cube, so let's get this cube leveled up so I can put one more unit in it. So if I want, I can run an entire team of Resilience Cube. But that was just that was probably a waste, but in like the grand scheme of things. But you know what? The way I looked at it is, once that's done, I don't have to worry about it for a very long time. And now what I'm doing is, I think this full next Union raid, I might get close to getting Bastion leveled up to the next level, which is my next cube I'm gonna send to 7, I think. But I need to get it to 6. I think I'm at 5 going to 6. Yeah, I mean, eventually they're all going to go to 10, but it's just where's your priority lies. You know, I think that's what it really comes down to. You know, for me, I think my priority is, it's been more about, trying to get the stats built up, because the Bastion cube is a great cube. It's just not leveled up enough for a few units, and, resilience was more important in the beginning. But, like, I've been debating hit rate as well. Is hit rate gonna be my... is hit rate gonna be my next investment? After, Bastion. Am I gonna go invest into that much more, or am I gonna leave it be? Because, like, I don't care enough about PvP, because, one, because of my server. I've got Leviathans sitting on mine, so I'll never care. Just like hard mode, I'll never push hard mode to be that guy at hard mode, because, again, the Leviathans are on that. Plus, I think the Forever 6-9 meme is way more fun than actually saying, oh, look what I beat. I don't care. Yeah, they're always gonna outspend you every time. Like, the only way I get to compete is the day the Leviathan quits and I can just show up, basically. But what's weird for me is how the Leviathans on mine, not a single one have quit. Like, it's only the Leviathans that are playing. Obviously, they're the ones financially invested. Where take Zoo's server, Zoo got lucky and his server is pretty chill. And his was just a day or two after mine. Or actually, no, his is off the same day as mine. But I'm the one who happened to get the Leviathans getting lucky. And specifically for my server group, there's two. Oh yeah, I can see that. Mine is the collector server, so I can degen freely. Lucky for you. But I need to collect all the Nikes. I gotta get one and done. Okay. I mean, yours is honestly, Aaron, though, yours is so new. You've just got players. Yours is mostly casual. From what I've seen. Like, yours is so new. Yours is just a casual server. Because you also started in a weird time. You started after Nier and before Red Hood. So yours has a very low interest group. Yeah, you started during Tianaga, but you're on both sides of two very important accounts. So people who did start that account probably left to go roll a Red Hood account because they didn't get... because they probably didn't end up with 2B or A2. So those people left to roll new accounts. Where the people who did get A2 and 2B stayed on the account or quit because they just rolled trying to get that and they didn't get Red Hood. So they quit on that and rolled a Red Hood account. And said they'll just slow roll that. You had like 4 or 5 days left on Tia because Hubs had already pulled what, 2 copies, 3 copies of Tia already going Degen on her? I mean, I don't blame him. He's a man of culture. He knows what he likes. The tig bitty waifus. Don't blame him. And he put a ring on it, so he knows what he wants. I'm just saying. The man knows what he likes. And he likes what he wants. And he wants what he likes. And as a man of culture, he shall do the things that most appeases him. And then the wife who's just there going, let's go! I support the cause. We're just like, yeah, you're a unicorn. Right? Completely in on it. He has flames, you have the fuel. You had the fuel. Yep. That is very true. Actually, some days, I think you're worse than Hubs. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I don't know the man, like, very well. But some days, I almost think you're worse than Hubs. You're way deeper than he is. Oh, sheesh. Oh, that's great. Those do be good times. Ain't no rains. You know, some days he's probably like, Aaron, I'm afraid. I'm scared for you. And you're like, have no fear. Let me lead the way. And he's like, okay. I started last week of summer. Since I got the collectors group, I can see their profiles with core 5, core 6 units. Yeah, we had one in the guild for a while that I was really excited about. It was... We had a new account, and I kid you not, a brand new account under 100 had a full core 7 2B. And I was like, okay, this is going to turn out to be really good. That's all they ever did. Yeah, that's really what you, like, I don't think you ever put 2 and 2 together of what your server really was. And it's not saying that's a bad thing, but that's really right where you're at. Because some of them will have Red Hood. Absolutely. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I'm just saying it's more unlikely that some of them got Red Hood. The ones that got, or I'm going to say this, some that got 2B didn't get Red Hood. And they're not going to have Summer and Nice. Most of them won't have 2B. Especially if they're brand new. Because I don't know when server groups are created, but I would assume it was that server group was created after the end of Nier's collab. Is the way I would look at it, because Tia and Naga was a 2-week. I think actually they were the first two coming out of Nier. I actually have to go back and look. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you also have that advantage of being able to get extra gems that some don't. Like, I can't get that high up. You see, the PvP group is a little more, I think is a little bit broader than your server. I think the PvP group follows, like, 1 or 2 above and 1 or 2 below you. And then your actual, like, server group that you know, you're competing for, like, Tower, is one specific server. Have a chance. I mean, I get that. I mean, it's nothing like having to fight Vel, Moby Dick, the Kraken from the Pirates of the Caribbean, and Bigfoot all at the same time. Oh, and Loch Ness Monster, can't forget that. It's not that big of a deal, right? Should be it. Day 1 of summer because now the second place has a core 6 summer helm. That's probably, that would make sense. Core 6 is disgusting. She's not even that good. Like, that's the bad thing. Summer helm is not a core 6 worthy unit. But that shows you collector, like as you said, collector server. Like, a core 7 Summer and Nice, 100%, I can actually justify that now. I need to start completely saving up for year and a half. Really? Interesting. Summer Niece's Core 5. I guess he had bad luck. Sounds like it. I'm debating if I want to go, like, cause so here's the issue. Year and a half anniversary does not give you enough time to be able to, like, do degenerate summer stuff. It's not possible. Like, not without some, like, giga luck. You can't MLB the year and a half Pilgrim and MLB a summer unit without some serious luck. They're too close together. Or you have a ton of resources saved up. And the worst part is if it is Crown and Chime and they end up giving us our first Pilgrim duo, people are gonna be mad. Whoo! 2 Pilgrims at once like that? Honestly, I say MLB whichever one's the more important one and pick up the other one just to have. You know they're gonna have to be together anyway, but get the important one. Whatever one's kit does the same. Yeah, I assume that'll happen around summertime. I don't see them doing abnormals, just for the fact of abnormals would be a little too weird because I don't think they're gonna end up rerunning collabs. Which is honestly fine. And I hate being that person, but they kind of suck. Like, rules changed after what they just did. They've just set a precedent saying that collabs don't matter. They just took A2's kit and said we made it better. Black Shadow Scarlet is literally A2. She literally came up and said, "I'm you, but better." That's how they treated it. So Pilgrims will always supersede everything in the game. So just remember that. Pilgrims will always supersede everything. Whatever they release in a collab eventually will be a Pilgrim, but better. You know, I get a lot of crap for that. When I say stuff like that on YouTube videos, people don't like hearing that because I go against the direct foundation of gacha games. But it's a collect, you gotta, they could become good. They don't buff those units like that. But they could! Your FOMO is too strong, my dude. Just get the Pilgrim. They've already shown they'll make it better. Literally, everything about the new Scarlet is A2, but better. Better casting speed, better cast time. Doesn't have to self-damage herself to do things. It ramps up quicker. She does more damage. She's a better unit overall. Oh, and she gets 10 levels more of stats than A2. Oh yeah, absolutely. They have to release a good support collab unit. Like, the thing is I have seen nothing that shows why abnormal gear needs to be in the loot pool like that. And here's how you compensate at the end. You give out 5 pity boxes. Or 3 selectors. And say, we're sorry, we're removing it. Or 4 selectors, so you can get a full set of whatever you want. And then be done with it. You know, you remove abnormal. Abnormal will only show up in an event of some sort where you will get a full set of each by clearing X content. And, you will, you'll be able to move, you know, through the story. You'll get your abnormal gear, 1 set each, because they're only going to release 1 of each, so there's no point in needing more sets, just 1 of each. And you can collect every collab. If you don't want to buy the one that's missing, you don't need to buy it. If you want to buy it, you will always have another collab to buy the missing piece if you decide to level up X unit. But that should be it for this one. Yeah. The big reason I hate that I missed 2B and A2 is the fact it keeps giving me abnormal stuff. Oh, I mean, here's the worst part. Imagine having all your abnormal stuff and you still keep getting it. And it's just like, well, great, this is literally useless. Just like Pilgrim Defender gear. Pilgrim Defender gear feels really bad if you have Noah or don't have Noah. It feels just as bad because as soon as you have Noah, it's already probably geared. The good news is Chime should probably be a defender. And then Crown will probably be the support. I think I just overloaded Dorothy's last piece. Nice. I'm debating if I'm gonna do Horny Nuns overload. I have everything for her, but it's just like, is she mission critical right now? No. I'm working on leveling up all my core units to level 5 gear on their overloads. Like, that needs to be mandatory. Like, you'll hear other content creators say, well, that's not necessary. You don't need to be doing that. That's a waste of stuff. You should be doing blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, you got to think about this from many different aspects. One, we're not giga whales. Two, you sometimes forget people don't have the thing that they need, so you kind of got to do that every now and then. It just gets into a whole big mess. Make her strong. Oh, yeah. No, I get that. For Dorothy, it makes sense. Like, Dorothy's a disgustingly broken pilgrim. She forgets. The issue is Dorothy is a support unit, but her kit does not do anything really support-like. She's a DPS with a support tag, because they couldn't technically justify, I think, in their mind, releasing another damage unit. And they're like, okay, well, we'll make Dorothy a damage unit, but she'll have the support tag. She is just as much a support unit as Helm is an attacker unit. Just remember that. Helm is an attacker unit, yet she's a support healing unit in her entire kit. It's about buffing her teammates. But who does more damage? Dorothy. Who does better healing? Helm. Who's the real support unit? Spot the imposter. You know? Yay, Voltara belt. That's true. Yeah. Because, I mean, what support does she do other than she supports shotguns blowing stuff up? She's one of the best DPSs in the game. Support. Yeah, she's supporting by doing all the damage. She's supporting by having to go to the ER after every single freaking stage, carrying you on her back. Suffering from back damage. pair of boots now. I feel like Orange is gonna slam me with more support gear. So just geared too. Like, Rapunzel's a good one to have geared. Don't get me wrong. It's just... she's becoming harder and harder to use because we're having to carry more and more of these 2-unit combination things, which is taking away our kind of utility slot. We gotta carry Tia and Naga together. We gotta carry Noir and Block together. And I mean, it's just becoming more and more stuff like that. Like, Red Hood has to go with this team. You know, you've got, like, Modernia. If you're gonna run her, she's gotta go with a max ammo team because she can't reload. Like, you gotta run her in teams where she doesn't reload, or else you're really wasting your Modernia run. So it's like you're getting forced into these situations where you don't have options. You're forced to use XYZ comp. If you have these units, they belong together, period. Yeah, like, that's about where she goes. See, whenever I see an Ann, they die instantaneously, so I've never once had an issue with them. Christmas Ann is a mega skip for the most part. And that's even in PvP. Because you have to remember, there are several units now that we can just alt rush that can AoE cleave everything. Should be it. Nope, we got one more. There it is. Burst comes up quick. It should. It very well should, having that many rocket launchers. Especially if you put them in the relic cube. Burst go ree. Nice. Like, right now, I can pick off guys that are about 40,000 power above me if they have their teams in the wrong order. Is about the only way I can win in some of those PvP matches that are properly set up. You know, as far as, like, they have the units, just they're in the wrong order. I can typically win those. Most, I will say, aren't that way, but there's a few that have the units, they're not in the right order. Which, that's something I don't truly grasp of why that matters. And how they aim. Like, why is it that we have to have it in that order? I don't quite understand, other than it's how it is, and everybody does it. There's Punzel, and it's weird immobility situation where Senti is on the team. Immortality situation. I see. Polly, Jackal, Noah are usual menaces. I can see that. Noah, if built, is hard to get through for a lot of people. Because she is quite chunky. Quite chunky. Interesting. Noise is nuts. A well-built noise is unkillable. You need something with disgusting amounts of damage to kill her. Because she heals on every strike, or every rocket launcher hit. So every time she shoots her grenade launcher, I should say. Every time she shoots that, she's healing. And she's normally protected by somebody else. So if you get the other, you're not gonna kill her. affecting noise by damage sharing. Yep. Yep. Noise, Noah, Red Hood, Blanc, Jackal. Oh, he's gotta get slot. Okay. Makes sense. Good old horny nun. So we'll do this one spot here, and then we're done. Our buffs are done. All right, we are done. The Union bosses. I think it's Modernia, so it's gonna be the crazy Modernia fight. Alright, we now need to ride back to Calpheon so I can untag this Zerker. And while we do that, let's get the data here on this logged in to Garmoth. Grind tracker. We're gonna add a session. Mirmok Ruins. Alright, we ran Agris. I'm gonna say I looted that, even though I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a Voltara belt. I got 1 helm. Now let's look at this from here. We got 42, 5, 2, 6, 18, 40, 25, 16, 8, 37, 0, 0, 40, 53, and then 29, 9, 8, 5. Which means we pulled 674.2 mil without petty pieces out of it. And then that's 8 Tannis elements. And we ran J-Scroll and that. Node was 20. We did the gold coin. So we made 1 billion this 1 hour in terms of money. Going all out. Nerd, you're the nerd. I just need my glasses to push up. So, if my calculations are correct, we totally went out and we made exactly 1,832,526,037 silver in taxes. That's after our taxes and our grind. Thank you for coming. Alright, so we ran that. So for a J-Scroll, we're gonna get Obelisk Doctor, Harvest, Fingers, and Modernia as Big Boss. That Modernia is gonna be nuts. Alright, and yes. So if I go all out, I can pull 1 billion out of here. If I go semi all out on Agris days, I can pull about 500 to 800 mil out of here. Depending on what's going on. Alright, untag. So we need to go to I am Zerk. Grabs to win! This was not totally intended for Guild War and grabbing people and killing them. Because literally that's how it was back in the day. It was totally meant to be a joke, but quite funny at the same time. But I never ended up pulling through with it because that was a lot of money at the time to roll a Zerker. Alright, so EXP, get EXP, untag. Hooray! My Zerker's now level 60. Alright. So that's, I believe that's everybody. That'll loosen up my pockets a little bit. Alright. So. Oh, really? Of course they would. They don't want Red Hood to be able to just blast through it. Why wouldn't they?
Halcyon is big, isn't it?
BRB, coffee time. Alright, go get your coffee. We'll be here. $10.69. Alright. All right. So now the question is, is it time to finally tag him? Because here's the issue. I can't tag this because this needs to have access to the trading stuff. Okay. go to Farid, and we'll think about this on our way to Farid. If you time it correctly, I believe you can. I believe in you. I believe in you. So it's not that I'm not beyond tagging my wizard. Because my idea is trying to make the ultimate boss ult. Is really what I'm trying to do. There's a part of me that wants to go try something before I do it. Go grab. Because one of the issues was I couldn't do my Imperial stuff tagged. Also, the trade item thing while tagged was really annoying. Because you couldn't move trade items, you couldn't do anything, so I want to do something really quick to test that theory. I think before we do it. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Alright, time to get some money. Hello, big boy. It's me, your old friend. It's Shmee. anyway, come on, duo. Nope, Cronstones. Cronstones. Alright, next up on the list is Shiny Nose. Good old Rudolph. Alright. To Red Nose. Interesting. Red Nose not up there. Only Red Nose spawns up here for me. Alright, well, we'll do what we do. Let's go grab Red Nose. They've still never fixed that about the jump. Alright, Mystical Feather, hooray. Cronstones, and let me guess, Cronstones. Cronstones! Today was a Cronstony day. Guess you could say it was a kind of a stony Cronstone day. Stoned. Guess you could say I got stoned today. That's all right. So we're gonna go test the theory I have, or that I want to check first, and that's go down here. We're just gonna get into Grana, and then we'll turn around and go back. Plus, it's not like I don't have to go put all this crap up anyway. But while we're at it, we can go ahead and sell this feather, because I do not give a crap. I mean, I do not give a crap about these T10 horses. Let's sell those off. Alright. So, my chest is at 5. I want to go look at the Caphras calculator. Tree. We are currently at 5. I want to get 6. I need 1,900,000,000. So I need basically 2 billion in Caphras. Okay. Well, I got 37 in my inventory. So I have, let's see, 38, and then 43. Funny, I actually have 135 on me, so that is 260, 70. I need 1,600,000,000. I need 720 more Caphras stones for this next level. And then to go to 10 from here, I need 6,000. I need 14,450,000,000 in liquid silver to go to Caphras 10. But before we hit that 14 billion, we're going to need to do the Odalita quest chain again. I'm about 90% sure the Guardian did that, but we're going to go ahead and do it on the Valk to make sure. So it's going to be a while before we hit this one. I got really lucky with my tier, my other Doom Horse selling, so that worked out. It's not like I have trade crates I can turn in. It's not like I can't get rid of my Imperial cooking faster. So we're having to slow roll the 14 built there. It's 14.5. Okay, so 14,500,000,000 or 451,000,000 is what we're gonna roll it off to. Divided by 221, I think, million. Would take me 65 days of turning in alone in alchemy cooking to be able to do this. Now, obviously, we're going to end up doing things to speed that up. Grinds, and obviously we'll be earning more Caphras. You know, there's ways to cut that down drastically other than 2 months to grind out this chest plate worth of Caphras. I have things that I'm, well, attempting to get rid of. And there's some other stuff that I could probably just let go. But the thing is as soon as I finish that 14 billion, we need to go in to start saving 10 more billion for the flame for the boots. And then once we have that pre-order up, we're free to do whatever. Billion and trillion didn't become a thing until they exploded the, that really wasn't a thing until in the last couple of years. Like, saying, they kept increasing the prices because people were complaining about the inflation, or the costs of making some of these weapons, saying, they're not worth. So they kept raising the cap on it, and sure enough, they finally made it to where they stopped complaining about it. You know, I remember when a pen ogre was only like 14 bill total. But people would say, well, they never sold because they weren't getting the money for it, which is why people were asking for costume money. And it's like, no, but okay. Oh, we should go do another hour and get I can probably get my first potion piece. We only need 3 more Atanus elements. Well, then you need to go in and start doing arena stuff, my dude. So many books needed. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go back at it. You're gonna have to go really dig into arena. And get that taken care of. You do it daily? Do you do all your fights daily and you're still running out of it? Wow. Okay, then that is a little weird. I was not expecting that. I figured you were just going in, doing the bare necessity, then leaving. But okay, that makes that a lot more, interesting. You probably need to get into SP, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's tag the Guardian real quick. So, Guardian's tagged. We're going to switch over to it. So this is the flaw with this system. The idea was supposed to be that you have 2 characters that you can play with, no matter what you want. You have to realize that's combined total teams, Zoo. So if you add 3 teams together, you're probably closer to 400k than you think. And it also doesn't mean that just because they're 400k, you're going to always lose. They could be very bad teams. But you also very well could be close to that as well. Alright, so... the last I remember, I don't think I could pull this out. You cannot move trade goods while tagged. So that's the reason why I can't tag the Guardian. Because I can't break that tag. I can't break that tag every single time I want to do an Imperial trade-in daily. Which takes my Guardian, who is my life skiller, and trader. I can't do crap with her and stay tagged. Because of you not allowing me to move trade items. This is the dumbest thing ever. The system is flawed for that. I get it. It's so you can't put your trade items on a character and then move them to another city safely. They gotta let this go. The game's getting older. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, they're doing it so that we can't cheat trading. Like, there's gotta be a penalty for it. Just give it up at this point. Alright, so that answered that question. So my Guardian is forever basically not able to be played. In the, like, main sense, unless I just want to go do it, untag it. They basically need to do this. Get rid of the tagging item cost. Which is stupid, because, I mean, it is quite expensive. So they need to either do that, or they need to let tagged items move. It's one of the two. Like, let me be able to pick up trade items and do my own jam, alright? So, I guess we'll go ahead and tag. No, I know. We can't have it both ways. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and tag the Wiztard and we'll have him do Wiztard things. Because all my units are leveled up. Narama, since you're around, would you be willing to remote into your computer and just leave your warrior if I go down to Manchus for another hour? Do you want me to just power level him to 60? You know, while I just grind? Because he was like 59, so I figured even if it's not optimal. Because what's going to happen, I believe, is my wizard's going to pick up the Doom Horse. Okay, now I need to recharge that. Alright, item copy. It's going to cost 193 fuel to item copy this. Let's go ahead and switch artifacts. Monster AP. Monster AP. He's going to get a full set of this. All right. So let's head over to him real quick. And say hello to the holy grail of my boss alts. Talk about a flashback. Oh, the time we've spent on this dude. My balls. All right. All right, we'll need to do that. Let's see. Is the Doom up here already? Doom is in Velia. Mount Transport. Velia. Dear. Transport time, 10 minutes. All right, well, I gotta go set up skill add-ons anyway. So I need to go to a skill instructor. Okay. This one's probably good to throw back attack damage on, but... Because I could follow up with another skill after Aqua Jail if I open it up with that. Um... That's probably a pretty good engager to do that. It's a pretty junk skill. Is that what I think that skill is? Okay, and then the other one. Those kinda suck.
The bravery of Castilian family is well known amongst the Trina Knights.
Where Blizzard makes more sense. Because I would use this as a... this would be like a, I'm going in for a big kill, and... That could be a setup skill. So we could do... If it was a setup skill, we'd probably be better off doing... like crit rate and... cast speed, and then go into something else. Yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, we definitely want the common rage absorption here. Oh, I get 1 special attack damage when I hit this character to 62. That won't take long. Floor 110. Nice. Might as well grab the residuals to these. Frigid Frog, Fog, well... Screw it. Let's just go ahead and get them all. Alright, well, the wizard is... I need to get that changed, though, so that the wizard can swap. Disconnect. Go to a stable. We need... Um, 25 seconds. All right. Controls. So that would be settings, general settings. There we go. They're backwards now. Oh god, this is somewhat terrifying. So that's now... Okay, so we need a full set of gear for him. I should have 3 sets of horse armor. We just need to find it real quick. Or wait, I'd find it this way. Not in there. I think that's just, yeah, that's just inventory. Okay. So, let's see. Can I check this from here?
Stronger foe will be born.
Ferrari's in Valia. I'm gonna take a guess that Ferrari's got the gear. So we're gonna go take a quick hop and skip over there, because if I can retire Ferrari, which was one of my... That was one of my absolutely fastest horses I ever owned. It was my pride and joy for the longest time before dream horses were ever a thing. It wasn't the fastest purebred white, but it would be up there as probably in the top 10.
You have found
Oh, it only has a cheap saddle on it. Never mind. Okay. So Ferrari's only got a cheap saddle.
you should be aware.
So that means... Train took an extra 14 seconds this time because Red Hood died. Oof. Poor Red Hood. You know the gear is T9 manufactured, not overload, right? Overload is the process you do afterwards.
Harvard here.
Aha! I knew it! I knew there was one more set of horse armor somewhere. I knew it. Just curious, what is that horse worth? $200 mil? Well, that's not the greatest. I knew I owned 3 sets of this. Okay, now we just need to get... You realize I do most of those videos off the cuff, and I talk sometimes so fast that I don't even realize sometimes what I've said till after I go back and listen to it, right? Bro, I do not want to buy saddle. Just find the horseshoe. I'm about 90% sure I told you that the overload was your issue. That you have T9 manufactured gear, you don't have overloaded gear. Wow, it's crazy seeing the prices of these. You know what, I might as well check just to make sure I don't have one of those degenerately just sitting in my account. I got a steel horseshoe. We'll just take those out. We'll lottery them and see what happens. Surely I get one, right? All right, so we got the horseshoe saddle, stirrups, and then open storage or open central, and then grab the champron. Like, close enough. Oh, I still need barding, technically. But, I mean, it's not going to take a ton of damage. That activates everything we need. I don't think barding is needed for anything major. Let's double check. This'll work. He's a little slower than the Pegasus, but it doesn't really matter. It's just as long as I'm able to get around from point A to point B, it really doesn't matter. Oh, I don't have the training, so I can't auto ride that super fast. That sucks. Hey, look at me leveling trading up. Alright, so we're gonna do like 1 or 2 totems real quick just to see how he works. Then I'm gonna switch over to the Valkyrie. Trying to get used to this thing again. It's been so long since I played Wizard. I'm sure it'll come back second nature, but still, there was a little bit about trying to get it, trying to get the feel of grinding with it again will really be a challenge. Okay. Whoops, I forgot. I can now weapon swap the easy way. Alright, let's go back here to make sure there is nobody in this now. No, nobody's over here. Nobody seems to be back here. So let's just go kill... this one and see. I mean, he literally one-taps this, so I mean, it's not like it's super hard. Synchro's 192. Nice. $200 Thune. Yes, 200 Thune. So that doesn't do nearly the damage I thought it would. Eh. This is normally the chunkiest pack of them all. So... Yeah, I think I can boss ult with this. I just gotta get used to the rotation of the skills. I think is really what I've gotta get and realize how strong each singular skill is. Is something that I think I've really got to get used to. Okay. So we'll clean up this one, then I'll switch over to the Valk, and we'll do, I think, one more hour, and then I'm going to have to get off. Hello there, how's it going? So we'll do one full hour here after we clean this one, because I don't want to start with a weirdly broken pack. How you doing today? It's going. We'll be back at it, probably tomorrow, and going after some we got the path taken care of for the most part, so overall not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright. Let's get over here to the Valk. Ooh. It's not bad. It's just, this is gonna be a little weird getting back into that wizard mentality. Because several people here would remember that. Would definitely remember those days. Yeah. Good old wizard. Okay. So let's see if we can get 3 more Atanis pieces, and then I can get my pity piece. So we're gonna go grab that. We're gonna alter this so that we're gonna turn that off. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. We're not gonna go for scrolls. We're just gonna run those two. Change that out. And that should be everything. Oh yeah, shop potions by 150. Buy that. Start that. Turn that on. And that's pretty much gonna be it. Well, we're gonna chill out and... Oh yeah, I need to turn on loot scroll. $247. Alright, works for me. Wow, this kink in this headset. I can't hear half my settings. Yeah, we're just chilling out in Black Desert today. Wanted to get a couple things done and finished grinding all my characters to 60. So now that my family fame fun is very well over 10,000 on its own, it's basically just chill day, chill morning. Not doing too much here. See if that works. Yeah, I've now tagged my wizard. My wizard will probably be the forever tagged unit until I get really, really bored with it, or until I get done feeling like I don't need to do boss ults anymore. That'll probably be, or until I get the full mana pot, then I might go tag a mana chugging or mana chugging character like my DK or my ranger someday. Yeah, we're not going to go quite as hard, but we are going to keep the hour log of it. Because again, it's just information, it's data. That's all we're here for. We're also going to see if we can get the 3 Voltara pieces to drop out of this. And we'll get our baby MP potion, which I'll actually need to look up how to do that, but I won't be able to do it now. I'll have to do it later today. But that means we need to get 3 Atanis pieces during this 1 hour grind to begin with. It's just a grindy little morning. Plus, I need a bazillion Caphras stones, so we're here for those. We're here for Atanis pieces, and this place has got a decent chunk of money, so. They just have to drop. I think this is about done. Yep. It is. It is done. But pretty good first hour. Technically made a bill here, but you know, that was a pretty one-off thing. I don't feel like using all my coins here. Because the trash was good, but it's not that good. There's other places I can use those coins at. For sure. It was more of to see what could I pull out in a perfect hour. as a reference mark. Because sometimes the events pop up and would make this place probably a little bit better for me, depending on what I'm after. And also with how people, you know, judge, you know, me included, how we use Garmoth is very skewed from what I can tell. And I'm going to prove that here in just a little bit. I will prove that here at the end of the hour. So what we'll do is we'll bring it up and I will show you guys the website before I go enter information and after I enter information, and we'll look at both numbers before and after. It is going to be interesting, though, to get Narama here and actually grind. Because I want to try something with how we've been doing it. I think that there is a way we can actually probably do pretty darn well here. In terms of both money and items. Oops, that was a waste. I wasted a skill. Oopsie, oopsie. Shouldn't have done that. Shame on me. You know, it feels so weird not seeing all the extra buffs up on the screen. But I need to realize that I can... I could technically, like, there's some scrolls that I could bring into my inventory and just infinitely run them. I've got so many of them. Like, somewhere in here is a bazillion combat scrolls of EXP. We could run those on the... we could run those just fine. I might end up doing that so I don't have to burn a bunch of Book of Combats. Because that's actually probably more efficient than running a Book of Combat at this point. Because a Book of Combat, you're just it's 7 days and it's up for 24 hours, you know, whether you're doing anything or not. Where by running scrolls, it's only up when you're grinding. We might have to bring some over eventually, just because trying to get 65 at some point is gonna be a thing. You know, not that I'm like heavily pushing for it, but might as well. I mean, I'm only like 3 years behind in EXP. Because I remember, like, some of these people popping 66 years ago. Now, do they still play? No. But that's what you get when you grind 800 hours, you know, at one spot. You have your husband and your wife team sitting there constantly rotating nearly 24/7 to push for a level. Some dupes. That's weird. Alright, I'll have to look at that when I get to a Voro stage where they're slowing down. When it slows down, so I should be able to get it here soon. Okay, give me just a sec. I'm just waiting for that Voro wave. It's about to show up because we still got this guy up here. No, come on. Stop spawning him. There's normally a slowdown point on him. There. Yan, you basically got junk. That's nothing really impressive, unfortunately. A whole lot of junk. I mean, great to get dupes, because the faster you core 7 units, the quicker you can start getting massive battle or core data from units. It's like kind of why I'm like okay with me coring some of these trash units. And at the same time, I'm like, I wish this was my good units, but hey, it means the faster I get those core 7, the sooner I start getting 6,000 body parts per dupe, and then the faster we can start seeing more SSR molds. Something changed. I normally did not do that skill into that, and from Celestial Spear into that. What's going on? But dupes are dupes at this point, man. do is get you down now. All the annoying crap is done with. But you're the one that knocks me out of my skills. The other ones don't. The great suck. Man, I remember when that thing used to pull everything. All into one nice little neat little ball and things would die. Gotta get the best SSR Rappy. Gotta get the best SSR Rappy. Yeah. Nice little litter there. Unfortunately, Folkwang. It's Folkwang. That's huge. Starting to catch up. My litter refuses to get geared. No matter how hard I try, she will not core unless I forcefully buy it. And that's gonna be the funny thing. Once I core 7 her, she's gonna show up all the time. I guarantee you. Which I won't complain because that's, you know, body parts, but I will complain. Because I could have been working on other units too. $30,000 under campaign. I am way too far. Mine is stupidly high. Oh yeah, it does. It jumps really quick. Like, it jumps very, very quick. Do the great suck. Yay, Voltara belt. The hour is saved. Now I just need a Tannis element. Need 3 of them, to be exact, during this hour. Well, specifically 38 minutes. We've almost been halfway through the grind and hadn't got one to drop yet. Right? Yeah, we hadn't had one yet. But that shows up. Hey, I mean, keep throwing Caphras this way. I appreciate it. We're also getting close to having to put it on night vision. Does it look like I can see a shiny chest on the ground? No. There's Voro carcasses everywhere. I ain't able to see that crap. You out of your mind. Yeah, that really triggers me. It's like, it's a quick, simple text fix. It's honestly why it's more important just to listen to the VA versus actually, like, reading. I'm assuming I'm getting it, because I don't see it. Oh yeah, it is. It's a great moment for him. He's super serious and all like, I'm the commander and I've been doing things. And then you just see like Anderson as the legendary commander. He's like, yeah, sure, I guess we'll do it. It's like, imagine if Anderson showed Johan the way. Johan would be like, he'd be like, no, you're way too serious about this. Have a little fun. Do you know what this thing is called? A smile? You should do that more often. Yeah, because it was too far into production is what it had to have been. But to me, it just shows a lack of quality control. That should have been... It should have been like, well, it's already recorded. Well, we wanted to say queen. Well, or we wanted to say mother. Well, it's queen now. You're going to live with it. But I don't want to live with it. Well, you're living with it now. It's queen. You know, but somebody's like, well, just have it say both. And it's like, well, nobody will really care. It's like, well, it's not that we don't care. It's more of, it's just it shows the lack of attention to detail. You know, that it shows that you're complacent with things. You know, it's like, yeah, I get it. There's a reason for it. It speaks a better message to what we're trying to portray. Well, you shouldn't record your voices too soon then. And then decide to change your mind. If I was a manager and somebody said, well, yeah, I would like to change it to mother, I'd be like, is the voice going to be changed? Nope. Then there's your answer. But it's, nope. That's your answer. Alright, that's a semi-important message. Oh, 100%. But even that was new audio when they did that. That was so far into production when they got to Johan's part. I'm literally getting everything but a Tannis elements to drop. Sucks. The one thing I wanted to get, I'm not getting. Oh well. It's part of the grind. I got like a bazillion of them, so. Last run. I got 8 last run, so. You know. To be fair, that was also 300 drop rate, but that's 42% drop rate. Wouldn't change 8 or none. It's literally the RNG of it. This is hard to do. go. You know what's funny is if I had another 20 Black Spirit Rage, artifacts from like Gyfin or something, I could totally use my super, or my 100% or twice by the time I get here. So I could use it once up there and I could use it once down here because I'm coming here with 80%. So like here, I'm down at 20. I would technically, if I was capped out, I'd be at 40 already. So it's like being able to keep cycling those 100% buffs is quite nice. 'Cause that's 30 AP to me for 60 seconds. Which means more damage. Wow, 2 of these in an hour. Yeah, we're looting all the other stuff now, which is cool. I don't mind. It's just funny. I got 25 minutes left. If I can get 1 at this point, I'd be just like, all right, something. But typically, if I don't have 1 by now, I don't get 1 throughout the whole grind. It's kind of like an all or nothing grind. But it's better than going to Polly's and farming for an entire hour and only getting 1. Or 2 or whatever it was I got. It was horrible. And I mean, I'm slaughtering thousands and thousands of mushrooms. Is it too dark for you guys, or do I need to go ahead and turn my contrast up? 21, 24 beat? Nice. Fine for me. It's a disco light provider. Yeah, that's fair. Because it's like 3 more in-game hours till night. So like 15 more minutes? So I just want to make sure that that it's still viewable on your end. Because for me, part of the issue is the film light in my face makes it a little harder for me to see nighttime stuff. So it's like I know by like 9 p.m. normally I have to turn on the night vision settings. You need to use a lamp. No, I'm gonna turn my contrast down so I can see everything completely normal and not be a little glowing ball of light running around a world in a PvP game. Because when Numbnuts over here is running a light and a fairy, guess what makes it easy for me to find? Him. What makes it harder for me to find? Not having a little glowing light running around me. Wow, 2 Voltara belts. Never mind. I'm not getting a Tannis piece this run. There's no way. 2 Voltara belts in an hour? Not happening. Yeah, no, not happening. I mean, I'm grateful, but I wish that was a Tannis pieces. Hellcrust, are you... I know you play a little bit. Are you on North America's server? Oh, really? Interesting. I did not know they closed that one. I mean, if you're in an active guild, I'm not gonna pull you from it because ours is dead as everything. I was gonna say, if you didn't have a place, I could give you a place so you could at least get the buffs. And if you're around and ever wanted to do stuff, I could probably do something. I mean, this is a 2-person spot after all. I'm just over here screwing around for the Caphras stones. Nice. Good. They needed to end some of those deals. Cacao is a trash company. Absolutely abysmal trash company. I will never play a Cacao game again. As soon as I see it pop up, I uninstall it. If it's on something that I don't know it's on, as soon as I see Cacao games, I'm like, I'm out. They mishandled Black Desert so much. Alright, got 15 minutes. One Atanis piece game. I know you've given me 2 Voltara belts, and I'm appreciative of it. I'm pretty sure they're not Pry or Duo. But... Right? Yes. I just created a Scholar, got all the event rewards and dip. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's funny how the seed goes. You get like 8 Atanis elements in 1 hour, then you get like all the other random loot that you weren't getting. Because like we've gotten 2 helmets so far. We only got 1 last time. We got 2 Voltara belts. We got 1 last time. So we're like getting all the other like jackpot rewards, but we're not getting the stupid Atanis element. I mean, I'm fine. I need the Caphras stones. I need the spirit dust. I need the money to buy the Caphras stones. You ain't getting money at... You are not getting money at Polly's. Every time some little crackhead comes across me and is like, hey man, you know Polly's is better. I'm like, no, it's not. If you're going... Well, you're trying to get the Atanis piece. Yes. You're not wrong. Well, then you need to be... No. I want a Caphras too. It's good for Caphras. I've been averaging more here. By 1 or 5, I'm still averaging more here. And then the big money maker is the actual trash drops. I get more money here out of physical money I get out of here. More than I get out of the Atanis element. Because that's when they're like, well, you're making $1 billion an hour. Well, yeah, you're making $1 billion an hour in Atanis elements, but you're not making $1 billion an hour in tangible money if you're actually going to go for the potion. So that money is... It's literally monopoly money at that point. It's a fake currency to you. Now, once you have both potions, yeah, that's $1 billion an hour. All for it. Go for it. Go forth and sell your soul to Polly's Forest. But I promise you, when you need the physical money, this is actually better. We end up averaging more money an hour that we can spend to buy more Caphras at the cost of being a few Atanis elements under an hour. Stupid old frickin' mansion. Actually die. Jeez, you're annoying. Fugitive Calc. Hooray! I haven't. You know, I don't even think I've ever killed Calc. Ever? I don't think there's ever been once I've actually gone and killed him. I think I did on Xbox, because I was gonna be one of the first people to make all the Calc Elixir stuff. Man, Xbox, I was so far ahead of 90% of the population of that game. But unfortunately, it made it really hard. It made it really hard when all, and I mean all of the Giga streamers went over to it as well. I was like, well, darn. Yes. Isabel has drank from the cup of love, and it is, run. She got struck with your love gun and you didn't do anything, but somehow your love gun got her. It's almost getting too dark for me. It's about 9 o'clock in game. It's about normally when it gets too dark for me to see. Three Voltara belts in an hour. But no Atanus element. This is what I mean. It's like, you get lucky on one end, you're not going to get lucky on the other. And I still got 9 minutes left. Actually, we can go ahead and turn off our consumables. We're not going to need it, because in 8 minutes we'll be done. I get one Atanus element, please? Please. Need 3 Voltara belts. Kind of OP. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Hellcrest? Oh, the ping. Ping has always been an issue here. It's why all the, it's why all those higher end PvP streamers of Black Desert all support like some sort of VPN service are sponsored by, because supposedly it takes away some of that ping issue. I never believe in the tinfoil in it, but doesn't mean some can't. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be real. I remember ping being quite an annoying thing on certain people where you knew you grabbed them, and then there they were. They weren't on their back, but you knew you grabbed them. You saw the animation go off, but they aren't grabbed. It was IP blocked? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Things have changed so much since then. Alright, we got 1 minute, so it's either this one or the next pack is where we're finishing up at. We'll take our stats, and then we'll get off for the day after that. Can I get like one Atanis piece in the next 45 seconds? Game. You're awesome. Could you give me one? Nope, but you're gonna give me another Master Pure Black Magic, which is literally the same, like, basic percentage, I think. Oh, and I get a yellow, stupid thing for the, yeah, we're just gonna call it. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so let's start riding back to Grana. I don't have to go to Calpheon anymore. Okay. So, let's take some numbers down. Alright, so I need to grab a window for you guys to see real quick. Sources, window capture, add source. Garmoth, add source, Windows 10. Done. All right, and then we're gonna grab that. Take that there. And we're gonna shrink it down a little bit. Put that right there. Okay. So what I want to show you real quick is this. We're going to change it to Valkyrie. We're going to put in 291, 371, and then we're going to change it to like here. All right, we're running the usual buff of, let's say, the tent, the night, or the normal thing, the level 2 loot scroll. And this is what I want to show you. So let's start with the silver per hour. So this is telling me that these are probably my best silver per hours, all right? So here's Mirmok Ruins right here. 570.1 mil an hour. All right? Now, they're saying the average is 13,000 trash loot, which is pretty accurate. Ranger here, or Ranger Awakening, can do roughly 17,000 trash loot an hour. All right, that seems about right. Where is... Valkyrie. Let's see. Valkyrie. Okay, there's Valkyrie Suck. Valkyrie Awakening. There's only 3 hours recorded here according to this. Keep in mind, there's 3 hours recorded here. It's in that time frame. We're going to change this over to Valkyrie Awakening. And it's, yeah, you can see there's nothing there. There's not enough data to do this. But what I want you to watch is the Atanis element now. So if we go to item, we're going to change this to Atanis element. We're getting a 3.66 is what's going to be the average here. And then right now, Tidium Valley is even showing up higher. So somebody's been slamming that pretty hard, and they've been getting good RNG here. So let's do our grind tracker and watch how these stats change. Now, they're showing that there is 3 hours on record since that early thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 or 6 hours logged on my own here at Mirmok. And we're earning an average in trash drops outside the stupid ones. We're earning fairly consistent trash drops. And this one's no different with a level, this is going to be no different with a level 20 node now. So we didn't use Agris. We do know that I got 13,580. We got 42 of the black stones there. We have 50 of those. We got 1 Forest Fury. We didn't get those. We got 3 Voltara belts. 36 Caphras. We got 0 Atanis elements. I'll come back to that in a second. While we're here, we got 8 of these. We got 12 of those. We got 48 of these wonderful things. I swear I got way more of those looted, but it's fine. 2. I need to scroll down for that. I got 7 of these. Here's the nuts thing. We got 2 of those, and we got 2 of those. What are those? Oh, no, I got 32. Okay. So we got 32 of these. Now let me scroll up here. So we walked away with 8. We walked away with 15 here. And then 2 of those. So we made yep, that was our drop rate. So we made 438 mil in mostly profitable items, according to this. I don't know why that is being counted into the money per hour, because we can't sell these. Like, I mean, we can, but we're not ever going to actually sell this per hour. You know, this is where their money flux comes in. But overall, we actually did really well money-wise for what the average is here. We didn't use Agris. We had a level 20 node. You know, we're using some pretty expensive potions, which don't mean anything here. But yeah, it's interesting. So, save. And we're averaging pretty much... Whoops, I need to fix that. I was not using a coin. Edit. I was definitely not earning or using a coin. But everything else is pretty much consistent. The trash was actually higher than most of my other runs. We are, you know, because this is what we're looking at there. Trash there, trash there, trash here. This was me learning it on my own. But as far as like my normal trash grinds, we did about the same. The Voltara belts were nuts this run. Caphras is looking good as far as pretty consistent on Caphras stones. The Atanus elements, I'm okay with this because what it does is it's balancing out mine to 3.6 an hour. It's fine. I'm okay. But as you can see, we didn't get any. We're getting those. Back and forth on those. This was a really weird run. I only had 14 of them, but I had 48, 40, 37. So, I mean, it's literally just the luck of the draw on what we're getting. So, overall, it's an interesting site. You know, we're tracking this data and seeing, you know, what we're doing. We've pulled 4.5 bill out of here. We're averaging 600 mil an hour. We've earned over 10 billion here, technically. And it's a slow process. So let's go ahead and wrap X and YouTube up. I need to get going. It's time to get to work and all that stuff and things. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll be back on tomorrow for more something. I think tomorrow is Minecraft, where we'll be working on... We should have finished the path upward. We might start working on leveling it out because I probably need to start figuring out my thing for lava creation. We need to clean up the junk chest and just burn whatever we don't need. Get some buckets made, you know, get our setup for the overall process. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours and 45 minutes ago your time. We'll continue on this grind, and we'll see you guys in the next one.